Let me welcome everybody to the second Art in the Shop that we presented in honor of the Wounded Warrior Project.
This poem is about the day my great-grandfather was captured during the Battle of the Bulge. December 18th, 190696. Holding the numbers to my chest, I look at Joe. He's afraid. The stinging slap of leather brings my eyes forward. Motionless, we stand in a forest. The sun bleeds through daggers of ice above our heads. I try not to breathe in fear of my frosty breath giving away our location. The crunching snow beneath Anthony's shifting boots thunders through the trees. Before I am able to scold him with my eyes, a single shot. Out, out. One by one, we form a single green line in the white covered field. Our rifles, along with our bullets, slide through our numb fingers, leaving deep indentations in the snow. SS troopers, Hitler's elite, rummage through our packs. He's 10 feet away, this man in black. He aims his anger at me. Closer and closer, now within inches, his eyes so blue they are almost void of color. A staring standoff. Gently, he places the barrel of his .38 on my temple, grunting, "You," sneering, "You." His gloved hand ripped bullets from underneath my jacket. With bullets came letters, including a token of my love. He holds her picture, looking to her face, then mine. He lets out a whistle while tapping my insignia with his gun. Move. Move now. I hesitate, waiting for the return of Teresa, but he gives her to the wind and she spirals to the snow. Searching for her eyes, I pray to see them again. A cold blast of northern air carries her away. I turn to face the camera, momentarily blinded by the flash. 190696.
Traveling the river. The canoe skims the river, mist surrounds us. It makes me nervous. We paddle in unison, not speaking, yet knowing when to lift our oars. Rising sun slices through the trees. My dad taps my shoulder, no daydreaming. River slightly bends, branches hang low, leaves are tender. Dragonflies dot the water, their pattern broken by the splash of a fish. Will he jump again? My dad taps my shoulder, no daydreaming. Taking flight, startled birds call to their mates. Their feathers beat echoes in the trees. A glimpse of a doe bolting from the bank creates a shift in the canoe. My dad taps my shoulder. Did you see her? Gorgeous.
Family photograph. I remember that white fence, its long seam across newly planted seed grass, and those swallows perched in the tree behind the three of us. Mother's hair was already dampening into curl, and Father stared past the camera to the man-hauled lake, to the custom-built houses circling it. "Stand closer to your wife," the photographer said. "Put your arm around her." Father smiled small, moved one step closer, did not touch her. I remember the steam in Mother's bathroom, the clouded mirror into which my grief-fat fingers chalked into being the bright shape of my mouth. I'll win the spelling bee, I promised, for the sister whose casket I didn't yet know they had latched into steel casing, just in case we decided to take her with us to Bangladesh, folded and folded into fifths, that once glossy newsprint. But look at Mother's sari, how each pleat of silk still lifts off the edge of that frame, caught in place like Father's low hand, resting easy for once on my shattered shoulder.
So I said, that's a good poem, so I named it The Encyclopedia of Old School Moves, because this is a basketball poem for you. New school, that's you, thinks he's got game. Old school's jersey hangs in the Hall of Fame. New school shoots baby hooks in mirror, becomes infatuated with self, thinks this addiction helps him see clearer. Old school shoots sky hooks Textbook isn't hooked, getting sky high. New school thinks he's got handles, says he can school old school even wearing sandals. Old school's the ultimate ball handler, both hands behind his back, ball like it's on a chain, like magic, no handcuffs. New school thinks he invented the crossover, crosses over, then crosses back. Old school has it perfected. One simple move, boyhood to manhood without turning back. New school thinks he's got eyes in the back of his head. Doesn't see the bullet coming, winds up dead. Old school sees the trap coming, protects the ball, avoids the steal, and a life sentence. New school thinks he's got a jumper, throws up a prayer, shot gets blocked, claims he was fouled, thinks the ref wasn't fair. Old school rolls with the punches, follows his miss, fades on the second shot, swish. Now who's ticked? New school's got a multi-million-dollar contract. He won't pass you the ball unless he can get it back. Old school sets the pick, team player, sensation, passes the ball to the next generation.